A really quick addendum. Yellow Castle. No minifigs, but Yellow Castle. Yeah, you can't put the lid on it, but whatever. The whole thing is in here. Um, all the parts and pieces except for the minifigs. And I did that with the other one. And then every once in a while, Josh would pull it out and play with it. But yeah, there's no reason for me to take this apart and roll it into the collection because there's not any pieces in here that I need, and it's nice for me. Again, I'm not a castle guy like my buddy Jeff, but it's nice for me to know that yeah, I have a Yellow Castle. so, so that'll be again. I may bring it and see if there's any interest, but if there isn't, that's fine too. So that was a quick addendum. I hope you enjoyed that. It is, I think it's just a lot of fun. Yellow Castle in the box. I love my sense of humor. I'll talk to you guys soon. Addendum number 2. I need to go to the dollar store and pick up bigger Ziplocs. I found an old one for that guy, so he's all tucked in there. This guy's all nice and small. The Gamma 5, a little bit apart, that's fine. This guy was hard to stuff in there. He was really hard to stuff in there, but he stuffed. So those will go into the bins in the garage, and when I'm opening those bins, I'll try to find my other FX Star Patroller and finish him. But I haven't moved this guy into a baggie yet because I'm going to find the doors first. So that's what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. And I'm not going to show you a video of me finding the doors like whoopee, but and then I'm going to start talking about the other set that the other lot that I just got. These things, let's talk about this for a couple seconds, and I mentioned this before. I'm continuously amazed. I haven't done a full inventory of the lot that I just got. I washed it, and I started playing with it, and I noticed this is the first one I was going to build, and of course it's missing a literal ton of pieces, but I did build as much as I could. So I got like most. Here's tilt it down again. I gotta get something better, but I did find that I have most of these pieces, and so the pieces that are remaining to get out of my collection, I'm not going to be able to build it entirely because again I'm also missing 1x4 hinge plate for these guys because I used them all up again. So it is what it is. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to see if I can rebuild it. Again, I lost count of how many of these I actually have together. But again, for this is what I'm noticing a lot. For a set I disliked a lot back when I saw it in the store shelf, and I mentioned that story numerous times, so I have to reiterate it, but it was not a set that I was ever going to buy. The fact that I got it in used lots, and I finally put one together and I fell in love with it, I keep on finding them. I think maybe 6, maybe 7 now. I don't know exactly the exact number, but I'm happy when I do find them. Now, the other thing, and then I'll get into this when I talk about the collection I just got, I think there's another FX Star Patroller, although many pieces are missing. But the 1x4 blue brick with the yellow arrow on it, it didn't come in too many sets. I know it came in the FX Star Patroller because I just built one. But I found it interesting that, and it had a yellow pieces that could have been from the castle, but I think is from a basic set number, 744 or something. There was a battery box in it. I think 744 was that pre-Technic, the black battery box and the 4.5 volt motor, because it came with also some Technic tires, the gray hub and the black rubber tires. So I think that was probably the set that was in there because it had lots of yellow arches and basic pieces. I never had the 744 when I was a kid. I did find it very odd that in the past 3 weeks, I saw somebody selling the box for the 744 on my marketplace in the area for a couple bucks, whatever. And then I discovered I got a used lot that I believe came that had pieces from the 744. I think it's the 744. Don't quote me on the exact set number, but it is a pre-Technic. It came with a battery box, came with a 4.5 motor, and it came with Technic pieces. I might try to reconstitute that set. Usually I don't reconstitute those kind of sets. It's like reconstituting set number 6. Like it's just going to be basic pieces and some wheel hubs and whatever. But I did reconstitute, which set was it? I think I still have it over there. Like one of those basic universal sets. I think, yeah, the universal building sets. They call them for a little bit. And to me, I never thought, why would I want to reconstitute one of those? Because they're just basic pieces and 10 by 20 green plates. So there's not much point in it. And I will not remember growing up. I know my sister got set number 6 because I have a picture of it from Christmas time. My sister having a big 6, the number set, the Samsonite set number 6. And I know at the same Christmas I got that blue plane. I can't remember the set number on it. Minifigs with no arms and no legs, or moving arms and no moving legs. And I don't know if that's the same year I got the race car, the black race car, which somehow disappeared. I think it went into one of the bins outside. I usually kept it right there. But she got universal, but it wasn't universal, it was set number 6 with a lot of basic pieces in it. And I loved those sets back then. We used to make some really nice villages with all the windows and doors and blah, 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 and the roof slopes, which I just talked about. But in the end, I never thought about reconstituting those sets because really, maybe for nostalgic factor, maybe, oh yeah, I had the set. I reconstituted the fire station, the white fire station on the green 24 by 32 with the roadways on it, with the black 4 by 10 roof plates and stuff like that, or 6 by 10, I can't remember now. Or 12, maybe 4 by 12. I rebuilt one of those sets. I mean, I remember getting that when I was a kid. I think it came in 1973. I remember building that set when I was a kid. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And the fact that I got to rebuild it and I've reconstituted that set. What I do want to reconstitute, I never had this set when I was a kid. My buddy Willie had it, but it was the Coast Guard set on the blue base plate. That I remember correctly. I want to see if I can reconstitute that set. And maybe the police station prior to 1975, when they came out with the minifigs with no moving arms and no legs, there was a police station that I got in a used lot. I remember this vividly. I got this one in a used lot. I think it had the 10 printed on the roof, on the brick, and on the black base plate for roof, that with it using 1x2 yellow plates. The helipad, I think it's 10. I want to reconstitute that set because that is one of the, I mentioned this in the other video a couple days ago when I got, the guy asked me for $300 for 2 rugged-made totes, rugged Rubbermaid totes. And not a problem because it had tons of classic space, but it also had those older sets, the fire station and the police station, from when I was like in single digits. So I wouldn't mind reconstituting some of those sets. And if we're going to talk about this, one of my wants, if you want to call it that, in this reconstitution thing, is I have a brochure on here somewhere that I got in the used lot because I know I had them when I was a kid, but I got rid of them all, from 1973. And I wanted to see if I can build every single set that was in that brochure from 1973. I don't know why I couldn't, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's where I am right now. So the addendum's over. I'm going to do what I can for these guys. I'm going to put these guys in the bin in the garage, and we'll go from there. Everybody out there, stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you soon.